Dirt Trax TV is sponsored by Polaris, think outside. Can-Am, follow your path. Yamaha's proven off-road side-by-sides and ATVs, realize your adventure. Team MSC, when you just gotta have the best. Honda Power Sports, power your dreams, whatever the terrain. Arctic Cat, share our passion.
It's that time of year again when the manufacturers start rolling out their new model lineups. We got an early look at what Yamaha's bringing to the table for 2026, which includes some minor tweaks, a few commemorative models, and a few surprises we didn't expect. One thing we're happy to see for 2026 is Yamaha's move to rationalize naming packages across North America to maintain consistent trim level branding between US and Canadian models. This is a line we've done our best to carefully navigate over the years to make sure that our viewers could best identify the packages that are available to them. So for 2026, SE branding in Canada becomes XTR, and Limited will replace previous references to LE premium equipped models. To be clear, these models have always been pretty much the same on both sides of the border, with features that are nearly identical. But now with this blanket branding, consistency of messaging will be easier to understand for buyers. Model year 2026 represents 7 decades of motorsports excellence for Yamaha. And to celebrate this milestone, Yamaha introduces 70th anniversary Raptor 700R and YFZ 450R special edition models in Yamaha's iconic white and red coloration, which was popular in the late 90s to early 2000s. The Grizzly and Kodiak return in multiple trim levels, with updated graphics and colors featuring the tried and true 686 single-cylinder engine, available in both the Grizzly and Kodiak, and the 421cc single in the Kodiak. These models feature Yamaha's Ultramatic CVT, backed by Yamaha's exclusive 10-year belt warranty, ensuring peace of mind for buyers and consistent reliability. Plus, Yamaha's torque and speed-sensitive EPS is a key feature on all Grizzly models and select Kodiak models. The RMAX 1000 lineup returns, featuring Yamaha's 999cc twin-cylinder engine in 2- and 4-passenger configurations, with an extensive feature list that makes it stand out among its competition, like selectable 3-mode EPS, selectable drive modes, D-mode on the Sport, XTR, and Limited models, selectable 4-wheel diff lock, and turf mode. Select models also feature the Adventure Pro 7-inch display with a rear view camera, the 4.3-inch TFT display behind the steering wheel, and an integrated MTX audio system. Shifting gears for a sec, this model year sees the discontinuation of the YXZ 1000R from Yamaha's Pure Sport side-by-side lineup, alongside the discontinuation of the 6-passenger Viking. Although we're sad to see these units go, something's got to be cooking, and we have to believe Yamaha's making room for their eventual successors. Fans of the Viking will be happy to know it remains in the 3-passenger variation. And now for something new, or new-ish. For 2026, Yamaha introduces a new addition to the Wolverine family called the Wolverine X2 Utility. Now, it's rare this happens, but for 2026, in North America, this model is not available to US consumers and is only available in Canada. This unit's actually been part of Yamaha Australia's model lineup for a few years now, and it was designed to meet the needs of farmers and ranchers who wanted the utility functionality of the Viking, but with more power and performance. While the 70th anniversary editions and the new Wolverine X2 Utility add a sense of celebration and versatility to the mix, subtle updates to Yamaha's 2026 model lineup showcase the company's focus on refinement this season rather than making revolutionary changes. And the discontinuation of older models does leave room for curiosity about what might be in store for future seasons, which leaves us feeling confident that, with Yamaha's legacy of proven off-road performance, the best might still be yet to come.
This portion of Dirt Trax TV has been brought to you by MBRP Performance Exhaust, built for the victory lap.
Yamaha's Wolverine family is expansive, and although the feature-loaded RMAX platform does get the lion's share of the attention, its X platform, available in 2- and 4-passenger variations, 2 engine options, and multiple trim levels, is value-priced and doesn't skimp on performance. If you've watched my review of the Wolverine X2 1000 SE, you know how impressed I was with this machine, offering buyers sport utility performance and features at a more budget-friendly price point. For 2026, Yamaha Canada adds one more member to the Wolverine family that fills a gap you might not have realized needed filling. Enter the Wolverine X2 Utility. Now I know what you're saying, Mike, the Wolverine X2 already has utility functionality. What makes this unit so special? Great question, let me show you. Essentially, this model takes the performance of the Wolverine X2 and integrates the Viking's tilting steel cargo box, which is wider, longer, and deeper than the standard X2's box, and has been designed to fit a full-size pallet and up to 600 pounds in the bed. The tilting cargo bed lifts easily and features a double latching tailgate, and a thick, durable bed liner prevents damage to the paint finish as well as an additional layer of cushioning in the box. It also features multiple tie-down points for securing your load. Its utility functionality doesn't stop at its bed capacity either. The X2 Utility features a standard 2-inch hitch receiver that allows for towing up to 2,000 pounds, which is 500 pounds more than the Viking's towing capacity. Now, I say this is a new vehicle, but the truth is, it's been available in Australia for several years now, and it was designed to meet the needs of farmers and ranchers who wanted the utility functionality of the Viking with the durability, performance, and power offered by the Wolverine X2. The X2 Utility is powered by Yamaha's 847cc parallel twin mated to the Ultramatic CVT, featuring a sprag clutch that delivers natural all-wheel engine braking that slows the vehicle while descending steep slopes. Rubber engine mounts reduce vibration to ensure smooth operation at idle. Engagement in high range comes on a bit soft, but builds to a respectable mid-range and top end. We reached a decent 92 kilometers an hour on our closed course straightaway. In low range, its drive-by-wire throttle allows for easy modulation at lower speeds when towing and hauling. Power at regular trail speeds or while navigating obstacles around the farm or ranch is sufficient, while inspiring confidence knowing there's more on tap should you need it. And under hood, you'll find a removable key-operated speed management system that allows you to limit top speed to 40 kilometers an hour when required. I actually really like this engine, and it feels like the logical step up from single-cylinder power. It feels right at home in this utility-focused side-by-side. Quite frankly, I'd like to see it used more throughout Yamaha's model lineup. 850 Grizzly. Navigating at lower speeds is easy thanks to its single-mode speed-sensing EPS system that seems to be dialed in just right and provides protection from impacts felt up through the steering wheel, keeping you in full control of the vehicle, and reduce the steering effort when fully loaded up. And when terrain gets extra sticky, you can switch from 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive to full diff lock 4-wheel drive by a dash-mounted dial, which delivers increased traction to the ground to reduce the chance of you getting stuck. Two features we're surprised aren't included on this model are turf mode and a standard winch, which we feel would be invaluable for a work-focused side-by-side. Double wishbone suspension featuring steel body oil emulsion shocks with snail cam preload adjustability deliver 8.3 inches of travel up front and 9.3 inches of travel out back. Feel like they're set up stiffer to compensate for higher capacities in the oversized box and help prevent bottoming under loads. The vehicle's upswept underbody design delivers 11.5 inches of ground clearance for navigating over rocks and stumps, and its durable, full underbody skid plate offers protection to its undercarriage when clearing taller obstacles. Plus, front and rear sway bars do an excellent job keeping all four wheels on the ground when cornering, and provide added stability when navigating terrain while carrying larger or uneven loads in the bed. The X2 Utility features 8-ply 27-inch GBC Dirt Commander tires in a staggered setup. These tires offer excellent traction over soft, wet terrain or when navigating rocky or sandy trails. And these 12-inch blacked out aluminum wheels offer a premium look and perfectly complement the classic Yamaha blue bodywork. Inside the cab, you'll find these comfortable high-back seats and a grippy tilt steering wheel. Plus, lots of storage in the glove box and center console, and a center-mounted blue-back digital display that, although not flashy, offers all the information you'll need. And to protect you and your passenger from rain, snow, or the blazing sun, the Wolverine X2 features a standard sun top and standard half doors that are fully finished on the inside, and LED headlights do an excellent job of lighting up the trail in front of you when you're out at dawn or working late into the evenings. Combining the performance of the Wolverine X2 850 and the cargo bed capacity of the Viking, the 2026 Wolverine X2 Utility bridges the gap between recreational riding and utility functionality so that you can get your work done quicker and still have time left over to play.
This portion of Dirt Trax TV has been brought to you by Suzuki. It's not a quad unless it's a King Quad.
Last season, Can-Am introduced an all-new Generation 3 Outlander platform with all kinds of new features and a new power plant. After an introduction like that, you'd think they might want to take a year off. But 2026 is shaping up to be a very big year for Can-Am again on both the ATV and side-by-side ends of the business. We recently got invited to the introduction of the all-new Defender HD11, an entirely new generation of Defender. The HD11 is built off of an all-new chassis that's designed to handle the extra weight and complexity of today's full-cab HVAC-equipped utility side-by-sides.
So the important reason to build on a new chassis and go from the ground up was really because over the last few years, we pushed horsepower on Defender first generation. Also, we had a lot of additions to it. So when we're thinking about cabs, HVAC, XMRs, and a lot of configurations. So we really pushed the platform to its limit. And now was the time customers are asking for more horsepower. HVAC vehicles have been gaining a lot of momentum over the last few years. When we look at it in the high horsepower category, it's now 2/3 of vehicles sold that are HVACs. So we wanted to make sure that we were able to increase the quality of product that we had.
Along with a beefed up chassis comes an entirely reworked and also beefed up suspension system. Double A-arms front and rear are built from massive steel tubing. The hubs are bigger and stronger, and the shocks and springs have been tuned to accommodate the extra weight of a full cab vehicle.
So when you look at the A-arms, the axle, the tie rod, all the suspension components, they've all been really beefed up. The attachment points even are M12s instead of M10s for the fasteners. So we're talking 40% heavier duty. And this all, of course, we're seeing our customers push the vehicles to their limit. So making sure that we ensure that long-term durability for them.
Along with a much more robust suspension setup, Can-Am has also beefed up the driveline on the HD11. They say it's up to 20% stronger than the previous model. New prop shafts and drive axles, a new P-drive primary clutch, and even a new, much more durable belt from the high horsepower X3 models combine to form a driveline that can handle heavy loads, big wheels, and the most challenging terrain, and not let you down ever. As we all know, Can-Am designates their Defenders by the engine size. An HD7 is a 700, an HD9 is a 900, an HD10 is a 1000. So what's an HD11? Under the hood of this all-new Defender is an all-new 3-cylinder 999cc Ace architecture power plant tuned for extremely smooth acceleration, quiet operation, high horsepower, and loads of torque. 95 horsepower is class-leading, and 70 foot-pounds of torque is more than a little bit impressive. One of the biggest upgrades the HD11 boasts over the HD10 is that it finally includes an in-dash infotainment center. This includes in-dash GPS, group ride functionality, phone connectivity, and entertainment connectivity. The 10.25-inch display found in the higher trim level Defenders for 2026 is the same as what's found on many other on-road, on-snow, and on-water vehicles from BRP. It's a proven setup that works excellent and does not need cellular coverage for the GPS or group ride functions to work.
The dash has been completely redone, and one of the main reasons for this is customers were asking for us to integrate infotainment and audio. So in this new dash, you have the ability to, depending on the package, you get a 10.25-inch touchscreen display with a premium steering wheel to be able to control it. And with this display, you'll be able to control your music, plug in BRP Go. You have embedded maps if you want. You'll be able to see your friends with Can-Am vehicles that also have the Find My Friend feature.
An entirely new HVAC system is 2 times more effective at heating and cooling than the HD10, and the entirely new dash has been designed with the ducts built in. The HVAC compressor is more powerful and the controls are simplified for easier use. Airflow zone control is now adjusted by a knob instead of opening and closing individual vents like in the HD10. One of the most interesting new features of the HD11 is its drive mode system. All of the parameters can be adjusted by either using the screen or a keypad mounted on the dashboard. But Can-Am has also included what they call drive modes, which are programmed to adjust numerous driveline options with a single press of a button. Selecting Sport mode, for example, will adjust your throttle mode, DPS settings, 4x4 mode, and diff locks. You can adjust each of these individually, of course, but the drive modes do it all at once. There are 3 preset modes and 2 user customizable settings available. Adjusting all of the different parameters available for you inside the HD11 has been greatly simplified thanks to steering wheel mounted control buttons. Changing your gauge screens, drive modes, and numerous other parameters can be done without ever removing your hands from the steering wheel. There are so many tricks up the HD11 sleeves that there's just not enough time to cover them all here. But as far as vehicular redesigns go, Can-Am's 2026 Defender HD11 is about as complete as they come.
Dirt Trax TV has been sponsored by Yamaha, revs your heart. Honda, life is better on a Honda. ITP, innovation, traction, performance. Fast HD, roam fearlessly. Kawasaki, let the good times roll.
CFMOTO's been coming to the table with some serious iron lately. I had a chance last fall to take the new C-Force 1000 Touring for a rip after AJ's test ride, and I was genuinely impressed. We just got our hands on a new U10, and not only is the build quality excellent, it's also a strong performer that can hold its own against other units in this class. Now, despite the arrival of CFMOTO's latest generation of utility side-by-sides, the company does still support its classic UForce lineup. Last season, we did our overland build on the UForce 1000 XL, which also happens to be the same model I did one of my first Dirt Trax test rides on a few seasons back. Today, I've been spending time behind the wheel of the 2025 UForce 800 XL, which features a 63 horsepower V-twin and seating for 4 people. Styling is very similar to its bigger brother, with just a few subtle differences to the hood design, a narrower 60-inch width, and as mentioned, a cab setup designed to seat 4. Plus, this unit's a frickin' steal right now, priced at thousands less than comparable units in this category, and includes a 5-year warranty in Canada. Right out of the gate, you'll notice a few extras on our test units, such as the front and rear windshields, a front brush guard and rear bumper, an accessory bed rack that attaches with CFMOTO's CF Connect mounting system, and a massive rear cargo box. While these units don't come standard, they are available as official accessories from CFMOTO's website or through your CFMOTO dealer. If you're in the area, we recommend giving our friends at Main Street Cycle a call. The standout feature of the UForce 800 XL is the extended cab with seating for 4. The interior is impressively spacious. The seats are plush and supportive, with the driver's seat offering forward and backwards adjustability. Rear passengers get loads of legroom to stretch out, making the back seat comfortable even for taller riders. There's multiple cup holders integrated into the dash and 2 in the back row, plus the glove box is big enough to fit your wallet or a few other items. There's under-dash storage here, and a familiar but nice-looking 5-inch digital display offering loads of data is mounted behind the tilt steering wheel. And to protect you and your passengers from the elements, the 800 XL comes with a roof. Gripping the ground are a set of 27-inch CST A-Track tires and a staggered setup wrapped around these nice-looking blacked-out 14-inch aluminum wheels. These aren't the most aggressive tires on the market by any stretch, but they do provide decent enough traction for casual trail riding or light work duties. A turn of the key fires up the 63 horsepower V-twin mated to CFMOTO's OmniDrive CVT, and at idle, it sounds like you just woke up a lion. Seriously, this engine has such a nice rumble, it sounds more like a high-performance side-by-side than a utility vehicle. This unit also features multiple drive modes that can be activated by this toggle switch on the dash, and it adjusts engine mapping to the type of riding you're doing. In work mode, throttle response is softer and more gradual, providing better control at low speeds, making it ideal for towing and hauling. We did most of our testing in standard mode, which is better suited for recreational trail riding and provides snappier, responsive acceleration. Power delivery from the Bosch electronic throttle comes on strong and builds through mid-range to a respectable top end, providing plenty of power to haul around passengers and gear. CFMOTO's EPS system is dialed in really nice and provides light, nimble handling. And as you switch from 4-wheel drive to locked front diff, it remains that way and doesn't require hours in the gym just to turn a corner. Double A-arm independent suspension front and back featuring oil emulsion coilover shocks with snail cam preload adjusters delivers 8.86 inches of travel and 11.8 inches of ground clearance. The type of trails we rode on were mostly a mix of dirt and gravel with wide corners and rolling hills. They were mostly flat with a few craters, but nothing too challenging. And for this type of riding, these shocks work just fine. My feeling though is that more aggressive rutted out trails could push this unit's suspension beyond its limits, and it might benefit from a shock upgrade to handle more demanding terrain. The rear sway bar keeps body roll to a minimum, which is particularly nice when you have the cab loaded up with bodies and the box loaded up with gear. The spacious tilting cargo bed can haul up to 661 pounds of gear, tools, or materials and dumps with ease thanks to the smooth operating lift assist. A latching tailgate keeps your load secure over rough terrain and swings open for fast, efficient unloading. And the rails feature mounting points for the CFMOTO CF Connect mounting system. Additional standard features include large side mirrors, a 3,500-pound CFMOTO winch with synthetic rope and an in-cab remote, dual USB ports and a 12-volt outlet, LED lighting front and rear, and a standard hitch receiver with a 1,500-pound towing capacity, making this rig well equipped for both work and play. The CFMOTO UForce 800 XL blends utility and comfort features all at a price that's tough to beat. It's a capable workhorse with enough power for towing or taking the whole family for a ride. And its seating for 4 and long list of standard features makes it equally suitable for weekend adventures or the job site. For buyers who want full-size performance without the full-size sticker shock, the UForce 800 XL delivers impressive value where it counts most.
Make sure to subscribe and comment below for real interaction with the Dirt Trax crew.